The train does not scream when it stops. It exhales, steam sighs from cold metal, drifting into the gray morning like breath leaving a dying body. Snow settles on the tracks in thin, uncertain layers, melting where iron still holds warmth, from a journey that no longer has a destination. Inside the sealed boxcar, the women do not know the train has stopped for good. They only know the cold has changed. It bites sharper now, sliding through splintered wood and cracked seams, settling into bones that have already forgotten what warmth feels like. The floor is damp with old snow, spilled water, and worse things no one names anymore. A woman near the corner opens her eyes. She does not remember falling asleep. Her cheek is pressed against another woman's shoulder, too thin, too still. She lifts her head slowly. The movement makes her dizzy. Black spots bloom in her vision like ink dropped into water. She swallows. Her throat burns. The air tastes wrong, sour, sweet, rotting. Every breath feels borrowed. Somewhere in the dark, someone coughs. Not the sharp cough of a cold, but the deep, wet, tearing sound of lungs scraping against themselves. Another woman whimpers. A hand scrapes weakly against not a signal, not a plan, just instinct. Like a heart still beating after the mind has given up. The whisper turns into a plea. Weeks earlier, they were not prisoners. They were daughters, typists, factory girls, students with ink-stained fingers and hair tied back in practical knots. Some still wore dresses that once had color. Others had boots too big, traded for bread. One woman carried a photograph, folded so many times that it softened like cloth, her parents standing, stiffly in front, of a house that no longer existed. When the order came, it came suddenly. Pack light, move west, temporary relocation. The words sounded harmless, almost gentle. They believed them because belief was safer than questions. On the platform, guards shouted. Dogs barked. A woman dropped her suitcase and did not bend to pick it up. Another clutched a loaf of bread as if it were a child. They were herded into freight cars, not passenger coaches. Someone laughed nervously and said it was only for a short distance. The doors slammed. Darkness swallowed them whole. At first they talked. They traded names, ages, hometowns. Water became precious. A tin cup passed from mouth to mouth. Snow scooped through cracks when the train slowed. Licked from palms like animals. The first woman to get sick apologized. I'm sorry, she whispered as she soiled herself. I'm so sorry. No one answered. The smell arrived next. Then fever, then lice. Rashes bloomed on skin already pale as wax. Someone scratched until blood streaked her arms. Someone else stopped scratching because she could no longer lift her hands. One night, a woman screamed. Not from pain, from realization. She's dead, she said. She was talking an hour ago. They did not scream again. They learned silence. They learned how to stack bodies to make room. They learned that guards were gone. They learned that no one was coming. And then, from somewhere deep in the shared terror, a rumor took root. If you are sick, they will shoot you. If you are infected, they will abandon you. So when sickness came, they hid it, until hiding no longer mattered. The sound comes first. Boots on gravel, American boots. Outside the train, frost crunches under careful steps. A patrol moves slowly, rifles raised. Not because they expect danger, but because experience has taught them not to trust stillness. The town is empty. Windows stare back like blind eyes. A factory chimney leans, cracked unfinished smoke frozen in brick. Then, a sound. Not mechanical, not wind. A tapping. The lieutenant raises his fist. Silence. Another sound, softer. A voice. Female. Thin as thread. Hilfe. The men exchange looks. They approach the car. One soldier presses his ear to the wood. He hears coughing, crying, words layered over one another, barely human anymore. The crowbar slides into place. Metal shrieks against wood. The door bursts open. The smell hits first. It is not death alone. It is sickness, waste, rot, fear made physical. The air seems alive, crawling into noses, into mouths. The women shrink back. Hands fly up. No, no, please. One voice rises above the rest, clearer, desperate. Please stop. I'm infected. The words are English. Broken, practiced. The lieutenant freezes. So do his men. The woman presses herself against the wall, palms open, shaking violently. Don't touch me, please, I'm infected. Behind her, others repeat it. Infected. Infected. They are not afraid of the soldiers. They are afraid of being touches. The first bread is broken slowly, too slowly for the women. A medic warns the soldiers, Small pieces only. Starved bodies cannot handle mercy all at once. A woman stares at the bread in her hand. Does not eat it. She smells it. Her eyes fill. She takes the smallest bite possible, like a prayer not to anger fate. It tastes like salt, yeast, survival. She cries without sound. A soldier offers soap. Actual soap. White, clean, unused. One woman laughs. Another whispers, "Is this a trick?" When they are washed, shaved, deloused, they do not look at their reflections. Mirrors feel dangerous. Truth feels sharp. An American nurse touches a woman's wrist to take her pulse. The woman flinches violently. "I'm infected," she sobs. "Please." The nurse smiles gently. "You're safe." The translator repeats it. "You're safe." The words feel heavier than food. Through tent flaps, they see trucks, whole, intact. Soldiers with clean uniforms, cigarettes handed out freely, no ruins, no hunger. One woman writes in her diary with trembling hands, "They told us monsters lived here, but monsters do not give you blankets." At night, whispers return. Why are they kind? Do we deserve this? What about home? Gratitude tastes like betrayal. Survival feels like theft. Letters arrive. Some are censored. Some say nothing. Some say everything. A mother writes that the house is gone. A sister writes that the war is ending. A father does not write at all. The propaganda collapses quietly. Not with explosions. With soup, with bandages, with patience. One woman realizes she no longer knows who she is without fear. She writes, "If they lied to us about this, what else was a lie?" The question echoes. Identity fractures. Enemy becomes human. Certainty dissolves. One morning an announcement is made. Repatriation, camps, choices. The women stand quietly. They are stronger now. Still thin, still haunted, but standing. The woman who first said, "I'm infected," watches. American soldiers close the empty boxcar. She touches the wood, then she steps away. Years later, she will tell her children about the smell of bread, about the fear of being touched, about the moment she learned that war lies, but kindness does not. And the train? It stays where it is, rusting, silent. A grave that never finished swallowing its dead.